in the backdrop of this, the IMA's nationwide strike began this morning. The strike is the largest in over a decade, closes more hospital departments, and the doctor's strike comes, remember, after this 31-year-old trainee doctor was raped and murdered while on duty at the Arjikar Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata. You can expect most hospital departments to be closed during this weekend. Routine outpatient departments and the elective surgeries will remain shut. Only essential services, including emergency care and critical treatments, will remain operational. My colleagues join us. Anuj from Mumbai and Ratnadeep from Guwahati. Let me first bring in Anuj. Anuj, now in terms of Mumbai, the IMA, of course, holding a nationwide protest. What's the status on ground in Mumbai as far as the strike is concerned?
You see, the strike or the entire protest here by the doctors of Maharashtra Association of Residential Doctors intensified after the Independence Day. On the 14th of August, they held a series of meetings with those with authorities, be it the deans of several medical colleges or representatives from the government. But even after multiple sets of meetings, they weren't really provided a written assurance in as far as the proactiveness from the authorities to meet their demands are concerned. We also saw that after those meetings, they announced that the fact that they'll continue their protests, and they also met the Chief Minister of the state. Well, but of course that resulted in another oral reassurance, but there has been nothing on paper as of yet, be it the investigation, fast-tracking the investigation in Kolkata, or the implementation of the Central Protection Act for the healthcare workers. The state government has of course stated that they will be, they've pulled up their socks and they will be trying to put this matter up in front of the central government. But this time around, the doctor community here in Maharashtra and especially here in Mumbai does not really seem to back off with oral reassurances. They are striving for something more, for something more substantial, and hence the protests continue, rather intensify as we can see today. The protests, while they're still on, we will see the physical form of protest start here at JJ Hospital in a while. The OPDs are shut today, as was stated yesterday, for 24 hours. Tomorrow, which is Sunday, OPDs would anyways be off. So today is going to be a big challenge for the authorities, because the number of doctors who are protesting here is increased. We've seen that the seniors and the interns have also joined the protest. So that just increases the number of doctors who will be involved in the protest currently. As an alternative to that, the BMC, the local civic body here, has tried to put the civic hospitals like Apla Hospital on standby to help the people who will be needing the OPD services moving ahead.
Right, Anuj, stay on with us. I've also been joined by Ratnadeep joining us from Guwahati. Ratnadeep, I can see some doctors behind you as well. What is the strike's status in Guwahati?
That's right. For past couple of days, the junior doctors at the Guwahati Medical College, which is the biggest government medical college in Assam, in entire Northeast, they have been protesting against the brutal rape and murder of the lady junior doctor in Arjikar Hospital. If I can ask the camera person Madhav to show the visuals here, the doctors are gearing up for a day-long protest. They have raised certain very important issues in terms of safety of doctors while in workplace. We'd like to talk to some of them. You have been protesting here for past couple of days. Even yesterday, you had taken out a protest march. We were there. What are the key issues that you are raising, even as you are protesting in solidarity to what had happened? It has completely outraged the country, but there are some key issues in terms of safety of female doctors and the medical fraternity, the doctors in a general sense, if you can.
First of all, it's not only about doctors. In general, it's the safety of the woman. First of all, the incident that occurred in Arjikar Medical College. First of all, the woman was on 36-hour shift. She went to rest for some time. Just because there was no doctor's room available, she had to go to the seminar room, and she had to rest. She was taking rest for some time there, and such gruesome incident takes place there. After which the authority who were there, they if you read the post-mortem reports na, it will send chills down your spine. So even after knowing, sir, even after just by logic you can say that this thing that happened there, it's not just it can be suicide, but they claimed it suicide at the first. Okay, so I'd like.
You people are outraged.
Yeah, definitely. But so our demands are very loud and clear to the government. Our first demand is that the culprits who are responsible for this should be behind the bars, should be punished by law as soon as possible. There should be an immediate order for resignation of the authority present there, and there should be a thorough investigation of the incident that occurred. And also the goons who came in thousands and vandalized everything in the emergency and the campus and beat up the doctors who were protesting peacefully there for their dearest colleague. There should be thorough investigation of that incident as well, and there should be a central protection act for the healthcare worker that should be introduced, that should be implemented as soon as possible, which has been on waiting. We have been waiting for it for so many years.
I'll go to a female junior doctor. When you see this kind of incident, and then there is a sense of, there's a sense of outrage, there's a sense of anger. Also, does for you people, because you people are the backbone of a large government medical facility like the Guwahati Medical College, does it make you feel very insecure?
Yes, of course. It does make us feel very enraged and insecure. Although the services here are pretty good, but the incident that has happened in West Bengal is something which we don't want any other hospital or medical college to have. And these are incidents which keep on happening. There was an incident in Uttarakhand where a nurse was going back. So that kind of incidences should not keep on happening. So that it is the government's responsibility to make sure that justice is served, that the criminals are behind bars. There is no destruction of evidence, first of all, because in India, for you to get punishment, you have to have evidence. In West Bengal, there were almost 90% of evidence has been washed off or destroyed. So that kind of thing should not. This is the reason for enrage all over the country, because the way they have handled law and order in West Bengal, there is a total sense of anarchy there. That is the issue of enraged. That is why we are standing in solidarity with the West Bengal colleagues.
In fact, doctors like you across the country are standing in solidarity. I'd like to speak to you. When you talk about the facilities here, and there are times when you have to do back-to-back shifts, how difficult it is?
Oh, it is very difficult. That you cannot attribute to the course. Actually, we have to attribute to the amount of population we are catering to. The population is unmanageable, and that's why, unfortunately, you have to work so much, and the amount of work is unimaginable.
So there you are, these junior doctors of Guwahati Medical College clearly saying that they are outraged and they want the government to step in. There has to be a fast-track investigation in the Kolkata case, and they are also flagging some key issues in terms of the safety and security of particularly junior doctors who are the backbone of any government medical facility.